There you see him right there. WWE Hall of Famer, considered to be in one of the greatest matches of all time. Ricky Steamboat has traveled this world.
And ladies and gentlemen, entering the ring at this time, he is your special guest, referee, the legendary Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Well, one of the greatest matches. You take your pick. You think you're talking maybe Randy Savage, WrestleMania 3.
That's right.
But how about the incredible wars with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair? This man, a Hall of Famer, a former world champion, intercontinental champion, and he looks to be in phenomenal shape as well.
He looks incredible. A little more silver on top for Ricky Steamboat. Moving around great. One of the great athletes in this sport's history. Today he'll be a referee in this light heavyweight championship match.
You hear the reaction for the former champion, Douglas James, and we have seen the metamorphosis of the career of this youngster in this great company. Douglas James, former light heavyweight champion, and what a reign he had, taking on some of the best in the world. Defeated Mecha Wolf 450 for the title. We saw how tough Mecha Wolf was in our last matchup. He took on the likes of Leo Rush, defeated him. Took on the likes of Zack Sabre Jr., Ganseki Tanaka from Japan, and got a victory over Shane Strickland. Controversial though it was.
Are you still harping on this? You're still talking about 2017 news. It is May 4th, 2018. The conversation is not about Douglas James. The conversation is not about controversy, no matter how much you want to stir things up. I got the scoop on this. The scoop is that Shane Strickland is the champion. And if you want proof, he's about to walk out with the title, Todd. Figure it out before we get on this broadcast, buddy. Come on. Did I hurt your feelings?
No, not at all. I'm just taking it all in. I want to enjoy this entrance for the champion, who really proved to be the international king of swerve with what he pulled to get the title shot last time out at Tough Luck.
Don't you love Shane Strickland's entrance music? I mean, the fact is, ain't nobody does it better. Makes me happy, makes me sweater.
He's got a chance to prove it here tonight in this high-profile championship matchup. Shane Strickland, winning championship gold has been his business. Business has been damn good. It's been booming. And now again, here in PCW Ultra, there you see him, the light heavyweight champion.
Finally, Todd Penalty giving some credit to this light heavyweight champion. In fact, the best light heavyweight champion in the history of planet Earth. No one has ever done it quite like Shane Strickland.
Well, in the previous victory of Douglas James over Strickland, there was controversy. Strickland's foot under the ropes. But last time out, Douglas James was scheduled to defend the title against Ireland's Jordan Devlin. Shane Strickland comes out, he goes, nope, not gonna happen that way. Put myself in this matchup. The competitors agreed, Dom Vitale agreed, and there was controversy as well. Strickland had Douglas James pinned. Douglas James' foot was on the rope. Jordan Devlin knocked it out off on his way in the ring. But hey, that's why we're here to prove it. That's why you lace it up.
I love when you slander Shane Strickland.
Wrestling fans around the world viewing at PCWUltra.com and the PCW faithful here in Wilmington, California. This contest is a one-fall match with a 60-minute time limit for the PCW Ultra World Light Heavyweight Championship. Your special guest referee in charge of the action, once the bell rings, is the legendary Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Introducing first, our challenger. He is a former longest reigning PCW Ultra World Light Heavyweight Champion, hailing from Los Angeles, California, weighing 177 pounds, he is relentless Douglas James. His opponent, our current reigning and defending PCW Ultra World Light Heavyweight Champion from Tacoma, Washington, weighing 198.5 pounds, the international king of swerve, Strickland. One fall for the light heavyweight championship.
Well, you can cut the tension with a knife here, Christian Cole.
Wow.
Strickland putting the title right in the face of the former champion.
As much as I love Shane Strickland, that was straight disrespectful. And now you see that leather and gold, that beautiful light heavyweight championship title held up by the legendary Hall of Famer, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. What a match, what an event, what a night we're about to witness here at May the 4th.
How surreal is this, seeing the legendary Ricky the Dragon Steamboat holding up a PCW Ultra Championship. It's on the line, that's what it is all about since the dawning of this company, all the way back at Release the Kraken, at light heavyweight division. One of the most hotly competitive in all of PCW Ultra. Oh, look at this!
Love it.
The Dragon!
I know I'm a big Shane Strickland fan, but I love Dragon Steamboat. You gotta love Steamboat just comes in and pushes him. He's gonna set the tone right. I talked earlier about a potential.
You hear the chant go out for Steamboat. The Dragon, well, he was breathing a little fire there, partner.
A little fire. I talked a little bit earlier about whether Steamboat would be able to call this match down the middle. So far, he's doing a terrible job. Put his hands on a wrestler.
I wonder if Carlina Gore is taking lessons from Steamboat in the back.
Could be. I think anybody would be willing to sit down and pick the brain of the legendary Ricky Steamboat.
Let's talk about fire breathing.
I get the pun, Todd. It's your 14th of the night. If people are at home playing the pun drinking game, the Todd Kennelly pun drinking game,
you're in trouble.
You're pretty much wasted at this point.
Yep, you're 5 sheets. Checking out those kick pads, the knee pads there. A thorough job here by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Not the first time he's officiated high-profile championship matches. I remember back in the day for Ring of Honor, at times an official bell sounds, but this one's all about the PCW light heavyweight title. And Douglas James just smothering the champion shot after shot early. And a nice arm drag, deep arm drag. Well, that is right out of the Ricky Dragon's playbook there.
Douglas James starting this match out like a house of fire. Back and forth.
Boy, what a pace in the early going. Look out, champion now. Snaps off the head scissors. Drop kick the world. There by the former champ. Gonna try and make quick work of the champion. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is still just so surreal to see him in there, but right in position for the count early on in this matchup. Keys to strategy in this one, Christian.
Well, if you're Douglas James, you should probably just leave and go home. You're facing one of the best light heavyweights on the planet, Shane Strickland, and there's a reason why Shane Strickland is our light heavyweight champion. It's because he's better than everyone else. And if you're Shane, you got to withstand this storm in the corner, but once you're back up, once you're back in this match, just pin him 1, 2, 3. DJ won't kick out. He knows where he's at.
There was controversy, but Strickland perhaps proving that he's the best right now. But he's got to defend the title. It's one thing winning it, it's another thing defending it. And Douglas James, the longest reigning light heavyweight champion in PCW Ultra history.
The company's 2 years old, Todd. 2.5 at best.
Yeah, but when you think the other champion was the likes of Mecha Wolf 450, that is still saying something.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Oh, what a shot! Sounded like a cannon. May the 4th, There was no pew pew there, pal.
Indeed, there was not. And it looks to me like Shane Strickland able to control Douglas James in this corner. It just seems like business as usual. Shane always has the advantage. In life, with women, everywhere.
Full head of steam by the challenger. Still interesting to even say that when it comes to Douglas James. Old habits die hard. DJ off the top. Beautiful cross body.
And he seemed to come from space there, the final frontier. And these are the voyages of Douglas James.
Well, gonna try and put one in the captain's log. I'll play your game. Outlandish though it may be. Douglas James though with a near fall, and I think he is absolutely fired up with the fact that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is in there. We saw the deep arm drag earlier. You saw the cross body off the top. Fixtures of the playbook of the Dragon.
Douglas James taking a big risk here. Already regretting it as he eats a big right-handed slap from Shane Strickland.
Look at the reaction of the Dragon. Well, I love what Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's doing here, though. He's sitting back. He's letting these two, champion and challenger, go at it. He knows this is physical, it's personal, and the richest prize of the division on the line.
But what's the cousin of a dragon? It's the snake. And I believe Ricky Dragon Steamboat is a snake who's here to ruin the title reign of Shane Strickland.
Don't say snake too loudly around the Dragon. That might bring back some bad memories too. Admonishing the champion though, Strickland there, and a lot of time on that top turnbuckle for the challenger. Both guys so dangerous, they can come up with so much. Strickland now, look at this vertical leap.
Oh my God, look at the athleticism of the coolest guy in the room, Shane Strickland. Oh, DJ with a hard fall, right shoulder. And he's wincing in pain and rolling now. And he might have dislocated that shoulder, Todd.
He landed badly there. He might have. That AC joint might be absolutely screaming.
It looks like perhaps a tear in that triceps muscle.
He could have a whole litany of problems after that. I mean, it was just full gravity down. Nothing there to break his fall but the canvas. He hit hard and heavy.
And it was awkward. And that shoulder and right tricep is in a lot of pain. You could see him maybe losing feeling in that right hand. And how will that affect the rest of this match? Will we see the heart of Douglas James today? Can he persevere through what seems to be a significant right arm injury?
I hope that question was rhetorical, because you'll see the heart of Douglas James each and every time he steps in the squared circle.
Get off his nuts, dude.
12 to 6 elbows, though. The referee, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's got to make sure that the challenger can successfully and intelligently defend himself. Vicious attack by Shane Strickland.
If you're talking about intelligence, Douglas James is not in that conversation.
Well, you're something else.
Forearm after forearm shot from Douglas James.
Yeah, there's that heart you question. There's that heart you speak of. He doesn't need the heart, though, because he's got the boot. He's kicking a mud hole in the champion.
Douglas James showing a ton of fire in his face. You can see the raw emotion in DJ as he searches for that light heavyweight championship back.
You can see the eyes look pretty strange there, but maybe playing possum was the champion. Shane Strickland goes around the world there with the shot. Strickland is so fluid with his motions, it's like he's underwater. Nice counter into the striking. You know about the MMA pedigree of the challenger. Wow, look at this. What a knee by Strickland. Back and forth, seesaw. Strickland catches up with the cutter. And successful title defense perhaps on the way. Only a count of 2.
Douglas James.
There's a familiar sight in this feud.
That's not funny, Todd. I don't care. You could laugh all you want. The controversy behind Douglas James stealing that championship back in December. These fans remember.
Douglas James likes to say, never say die. That's something you're never going to let die, pal.
I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm telling the truth. I have the scoop always, and the scoop is Shane Strickland is the light heavyweight champion then, now, and forever.
broadcast journalist, broken record. It's amazing how fine that line is when it comes to you. Strickland with a wide open shot that Douglas James didn't see coming, right to the brainstem, and now scrambles into the rear chin lock, and he might be able to turn the lights out on the challenger here. Cross face out of the frying pan into the fire.
Absolutely. Shane Strickland digging that elbow and forearm into the face of Douglas James, throwing strikes from the rear position. Able to get that body lock triangle with his two legs around the waist of Douglas James.
Yeah, but he hasn't been able to really cinch in any kind of submission. Had the makings of a rear naked, gave that up. Thought he was gonna go figure four, but can opener, what is this doing?
This is called swerve, Todd Kennelly. And this is what you do when you're the king of it.
It'll test the flexibility of the challenger. This might take some of the mustard off of that drop kick, I'll tell you that.
I hate mustard. Wow. That was so disrespectful.
I love that the Dragon making it clear that that was an open-handed strike. But my God, the champion is hitting with bad intentions. I'll give him that.
Both men exchanging these slaps back and forth. A test of strikes here between these two men in the middle of the ring. Testing each other's heart, their striking ability, their overall soul.
This is what it means when you want to be the light heavyweight champion. Looks like Frank Shamrock, Boss Rutan in the days of Pancrase. Both men looking to go upstairs. Both men pay the price. Both men crumble to the canvas.
Douglas James with that beautiful single-legged missile drop kick.
Yeah, but credit where credit's due. Strickland caught him as well as that double shot. Strickland seems frustrated about something. He's trying to call the official over there in Ricky Steamboat, complaining perhaps of the shot. I don't know what kind of bee is in the bonnet of Strickland right now.
Is that a 1912 reference?
Yeah, you know the only thing going through his mind, I'll correct myself, the fist of Douglas James, the challenger. How you like that?
Oh my God. Douglas James, Shane Strickland, testing each other's will, their desire to be light heavyweight champion. Who will pass the test?
Another vicious shot. Strickland, one of the hardest hitters in all the sport, and I think hitting harder tonight than ever before. He wants to put DJ in his rear view.
I can certainly see why he would. DJ, as much as I talk trash on this kid, he's one of the fastest, most agile competitors in this division. A meteoric rise from Douglas James, only been wrestling a number of years, maybe 2 to 3 years. Already a light heavyweight champion in this brilliant era of wrestling. And a vicious clothesline in deep around the neck.
Showing what a draw. Oh, he stuck him with the jab, did Douglas James, and now a big haymaker. Sunday punch on a Friday night. Takes him down. Beautiful sit-out powerbomb. Cover. Dragon there for the count. Only a count of 2. Oh. Beautiful transition here, Christian.
What is this? He's choking him. It's clearly illegal.
Pain, blues, and agony on the lower body and upper body of the champion.
These fans yelling out to ask him in support of Douglas James. And every inch that the swerve climbs towards that rope, he adds pain to his own threshold, but able to get there.
In a feud that has been and oftentimes defined about getting a body part on the bottom rope, that time it was the hand that led to the salvation and extending, at least for the moment, the title reign of Swerve.
Championship is safe for now. With Swerve losing steam, you can see how tired and injured both men are. Douglas James's right arm potentially broken.
What an evenly matched battle for the title, and evenly matched down the center is the crowd here. Chance for DJ Chance for the champion Strickland. Something's got to give. Big shot upstairs there by the king of Swerve. Looking like there, big German suplex, beautifully executed. Douglas James, he turns him inside out. And what is keeping these guys going?
Adrenaline and the desire to be champion. Douglas James now. Can it happen again for him? No. The legendary Hall of Famer says just 2, as Ricky Steamboat's hand almost came down for 3, only mere inches away from us seeing a new champion. Boy, how horrible would that be?
Superhuman effort, well, in your opinion. Superhuman effort by both champion and challenger. You talked about adrenaline doing wonders, as the late, great Gorilla Monsoon would say. These two, you know, are going to feel this in the morning, Christian, big time.
Douglas James, though, he doesn't care about risking his body for future matches. He wants to get this championship. He wants to become a 2-time World Light Heavyweight Champion.
Join the likes of Pentel Cerro Miedo as a 2-time heavyweight champion. That title still on the line to come in our main event. Big shot up the middle, and again registering on the face of not only the challenger, but of the official Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And that's saying something, because the Dragon has seen just about everything in his legendary career. Swerve stomp, that's gonna do it. The champion to retain, no.
Just 2.9 for Shane Strickland. DJ lives another day. Steamboat exhausted at the action.
Only 2, and I gotta tell you this, the body language, you can see Strickland there. He's faulting the official. He thought that was 3, but the champion not looking as confident as usual right now, Christian.
There's something in the eyes of Shane Strickland, perhaps an inkling of doubt. He knows he can beat this man, but on this day, does he have enough to take out the heart of Douglas James? I mean, Todd, he's given him everything, and Douglas is still in this match.
And vice versa, yes. It has been an incredible, titanic clash here, Christian Cole. Swerve taking off the wrist tape. What a fight this has been from the opening bell. So personal. The title on the line and bragging rights as well. Everything up for grabs in this.
Strickland lifting Douglas James to that middle rope. Shane has such a unique offense, willing to pull out all the stops, willing to do anything he can to get victories in this PCW Ultra ring.
DJ digging down deep. At this point in the matchup, this could be devastating for either. It's that turning point perhaps in this big title match. Super kick from a prone position. Oh, reverse Ronda attempt, but his foot got hooked on the rope, but he takes him over anyway. Never say die attitude by the challenger, and it pays off. Second effort came up big for DJ. He likes that frog splash. He's wearing green. Will he wear home some gold?
Oh no, not like this.
Here we go.
No, no.
Better close your eyes, Christian Cole. It's happening
No!
now.
Oh my goodness!
How in the hell?
Shane Strickland showing why he's the PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Champion. Kicks out at 2.9999. Wow.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has participated in some of the greatest battles in the history of professional wrestling, and now he's witnessing one firsthand as the official, and it's PCW Ultra that's bringing it to you. This has been unbelievable.
You could see both men, everything been taken out of them. Seems the knee of Douglas James in pain, the arm, certainly the cardio being tested in both men. James just now punishing Swerve Strickland.
Might be somebody will have to go out of their comfort zone. Nothing comfortable about this. Douglas James in the launch position. Death Valley driver on the apron.
That's it. Good night, folks. Great show.
Strickland wants to prove a point. He probably could have rolled in and gotten the count out victory. I think he wants to put out this challenger, Douglas James, for good.
Wow. Swerve stomp on the outside guardrail. Shane Strickland, if he can get Doug James back in the ring, get a lateral press, he can get a victory. But look, he's climbing the top rope.
Dom Vitale was out there saying, get him in the ring, put this thing away. That kick was pinpoint right on the spine. Dangerous shot there, and now the swerve stop again. If that doesn't do it, what in the hell will? Steamboat with the count. Oh, there we go, foot on the rope. And
what is Ricky's Dragon Steamboat doing? You could call him a Hall of Famer, but that's BS. He delayed that count and waited for DJ to get his wits to put that left foot on the rope.
That is ridiculous. Steamboat was in the right place. He made the right call.
This dragon is a snake.
He saw the foot on the rope, and this matchup continues as perhaps their previous encounters should have.
You could see Shane Strickland chewing out the Hall of Famer. Oh my goodness. Get a new ref out here. This is bull.
Well, Swerve had, you gotta believe, some inflammatory statements for the Dragon. Dragon saying, hey, I'm the man in charge here.
He just put his hands on a wrestler. Start the match over.
Better pull up those boots and get back to work as this thing continues. Swerve thought he had it all wrapped up with that big stomp after a succession of them. Inside cradle. Oh, he's gonna steal it here.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Into the arms, and now he was looking for the JML driver, the counter again. Oh my gosh, within an eyelash, Christian Cole, this is crazy.
What does Shane Strickland have to do to put this kid away? A massive knee.
Tense moments and what you gotta believe might be the pinnacle of this incredible title matchup. One that we'll be talking about for quite some time. Looking for that JML driver again, but Douglas James slips out of there perhaps. These two have been going at it. Maybe the sweat coming into play. He's looking for that reverse Rana again.
Certainly the sweat playing into that. They're very difficult to control an opponent who's soaking wet after all this time.
Oh my God! JML driver, center of the ring. There's 2 and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and still PCW Ultra World Light Heavyweight Champion, Shane Strickland.
And what did I tell you, Todd? Well, you look frustrated.
No, I'm exhausted, as these two must be.
As we watch now, a Hall of Famer passing that light heavyweight championship back to a future Hall of Famer. The King of Swerve, Shane Strickland, still champ, Todd Kennelly. Someone peed in his Cheerios.
Not at all. I'll give credit where credit's due. It was an incredible effort by both champion and challenger. And how good must this feel for the International King of Swerve to have one of the greatest of all time secure the title around his waist. Strickland gets it done. And fans, we are in the Southern California region, but Knott's Berry Farm, Magic Mountain, eat your heart out, because this was a roller coaster the likes I've never seen.
And that's exactly what everyone's wanted to see for so many months. Finally, the light heavyweight championship remains around the waist of the true champion, Shane Strickland. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat presenting that title, raising the hand of the King of Swerve, and there is nobody cooler in this industry than Shane Strickland.
What a battle. It's got to be Heartbreak City for Douglas James, who came so close in his quest to regain the gold. But even the bravado, the braggadocious one, Shane Strickland, he had to have earned a newfound respect for the former champion in this one.
Nah, doubt it. Shane only respects himself, Todd.
We're trying to catch our breath here in the Ultratorium, and that was Ultra competition. But we still have a title match forthcoming, and it is for the PCW Ultra Heavyweight Championship. Penta El Cerro Miedo has to take on Homicide, who makes his PCW Ultra debut. And listen, as we go back into the ring now, respect being shown by the Dragon and the faithful here.
Great sign of respect from a Hall of Famer to a young wrestler. One of the great wrestlers in this industry coming up is Douglas James. I'll give him his credit. But today, Shane Strickland was better.